Let's take a closer look at this thing. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Edward and on Instagram I go by Trail Ready Forerunner. Welcome. In this video I'm going to go over how I created my navigation setup, which is fairly easy to make as long as you have a couple of items, a welder to weld all the steel components. But here's a list of everything you need to create this system. Alright, so you're going to need a 1/4" nut, a steel tube, a piece of steel angle, a 2 to 1 inch nut and bolt, 1 inch ram ball mount adapter with a 1/4 inch threaded post, some wire loom, a ram double socket arm, a ram universal tablet holder, a piece of flat steel that's maybe a 1/4 inch thick, and optional is the cup holder with the clamp. Before we continue, I already know these welds are hideous. I think this was one of my first welding projects, but it's held up. So what this is this is the angle iron here. I notched this section out so that it would fit flush. So here's where the car seat bolts to the frame, the front passenger seat, and then this nut is welded to the angle iron so that this bolt can be tightened. What that's doing is pushing down on the floor, so it's lifting it while at the same time this bolt is holding it down, just to give it that extra bit of stability, because if not this would flex here. So the metal rod is just painted black, but they come in silver. You can get that at Home Depot or something. I'll link it down below. And this is just to kind of cover it, kind of make it look nice, I guess. I don't know. So moving up, this is the cup holder clamp that I just got on Amazon that fits perfect on this post. And then here a little bit higher is where I welded this piece of flat iron, and then it comes down and is bolted to the center console. And so the higher we go, we get to the ball mount, which this nut is welded to this rod, and then the ball mount sits on top of that. And this just kind of covers that nut up. This is just a regular arm from Ram, and then this is their iPad holder, which can also swivel. So what I used to provide satellite signal to my iPad is this dual Bluetooth device, which gets a signal from a satellite and it sends it to my iPad via Bluetooth. And so even though you don't have any cell service, this would pick up your location anywhere you go. All right, so this is kind of the view of the setup from the driver's seat down. It's super convenient. The one thing that does get in the way is your vents for your AC. What you can do is design this to make it even lower, but you can't go too low because then it gets in the way of your shifter. So you got to be mindful of that. You can also tilt the iPad in any direction you want by just cranking this lever on the ram arm right here. So once you loosen that, you can pretty much put this in any configuration you want. If you have a passenger that wants to use the navigation, you can put it this way. You can put it in this configuration. So if you don't want it vertical, you can put it horizontal. You could pretty much mount this any direction you want, and it all depends on the size of the arm that you use. So you can use a small stubby arm to get a smaller profile, or an even longer arm than this one, which of course I don't have on me. But this is the medium size arm, and I'll link everything down below so you guys can find it all. But I normally run it this way, and I put it just under the vent. And I'm sorry for the glare right now. I'm pretty sure it's not helping, but I run it this way so that I'm able to get to my shifter. I can still see my radio screen if I need to. The AC can be blowing, or the heater can be blowing in either direction, and it's not getting in the way I also have my ham radio either down here by my knee on a ram mount, or I put it up here in the Molly system that I have above me. But this is kind of what it looks like. If I don't run an iPad, I have my phone over on this side where I can pull up Gaia and look up there. But other than that, one feature that I do like is these cup holders suck really bad on the 3rd gen 4Runner. I mean, I'm pretty sure all of you can relate, but I added the cup holder as kind of like a last minute thing, and it actually works really well. A lot of times my wife will use it for her drink, or if I'm running solo, I'll use it. The one thing you have to be aware of though is pulling it out. You can't just pull it, you kind of got to pull it out to the side, or adjust the iPad a little higher so that it's out of the way. But you do sacrifice that vent if you want it to blow towards you. But other than that, it's a super simple system. That's as much as it shakes. I've had it on my truck for about over a year with no issues, so I'm super happy with the way it turned out, and hopefully one of you can take this and make it your own. All right, so what do you guys think? Are you guys gonna build one? And do you guys have a better idea on how to mount this setup? If you do, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your ideas. I'm always looking to improve my gear and what I use to go outdoors. So don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the content, and I'll leave a playlist here so you guys can check out my other videos. That's all for this one, guys. Peace out.